Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV. This is not quite the comic book conversation, it's a magazine conversation for Gamefan. I want to share these because it's a time capsule. I got these so long ago. I got it the year that the Nintendo 64 was announced, which by that stage was called still the Ultra 64. And there's a reason why I'm showing this, because it's got a little bit of art from Simon Bisley here that blew my mind when I saw it. This is after I had seen the Heavy Metal magazine, but anyway, these are all around the same time. So look at that, the Ultra 64. Old magazine. Oh my goodness, it's falling apart as we speak. Yes, this is 1994. Well, who would have thought, huh? 94, 95. And this was out in the day, back in the day. The PlayStation had, I think, already come out. This Sega Saturn was out. Had a Sega Saturn. Did have a PlayStation. I still have the PlayStation on the Saturn somewhere in a wardrobe. Beautiful illustration for Earthworm Jim. Wow. Nice application of acrylic on top of the wash. Dare to say they've used a little bit of airbrush on this. Nice illustration. Nice. Jim. The Earthworm Jim. Oh wow, Wildcats, huh? Sega Saturn. I had Virtual Cop. Anyway, let's keep going through this. It's amazing. Oh, Wipeout, that's awesome. Doom on the PlayStation. Of course. Resident Evil, wow, that's awesome. On the PlayStation. Oh, this is 96. My apologies. What's this thing here? Power Instinct 2. Virtual Fighter 2. Come on, people, release another Sega. Release another Virtual Fighter. It'll be good. It'll be good for everybody. Sega Rally, Virtual Cop. I got my hands on this game. I always thought about trying to get it. There was a bigger rental market back then. I mean, you could get these things available if you're Blockbuster Video had it for rental. I keep on hearing from people that used to work in those places that a lot of that stuff got stolen. Wow, look at the controller for this. Spawn for the Super NES. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Garfield. Okay. Gargoyles. I remember getting this game with a friend. I don't know if he bought it or we rented it. My goodness, it was so clanky, that game. Warriors of Fate, what a great walk and beat 'em up. They released this on the PlayStation, I didn't realize that. Huh. One of the greatest Capcom walk and beat 'em ups. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. Here's the cheese. That's the demo that everybody, I remember seeing this in the internet. It's just Mario grabbing Bowser by the tail. Just crazy stuff. And what's happening with Sega this time? Oh yeah, these crazy prototypes. The internet side, yeah. I can't remember, but I think that we're working on another system at that time. Sega were just burning money on R&D, like the Neptune and all these other things that never got sold to the public. It was Samurai Showdown 3. Amazing. This is Terranigma. Never came out to the West properly. I think it came out on the Famicom. I think the European market had it released. It's a big game like Chrono Trigger. Like a big epic RPG. Now, this to me is like one of the best tactical RPGs of all time. Tactics Ogre. This was released on the Super NES. And then later on it's been ported so many times. And this is before they did Squaresoft, because this is Enix. And this is before they had developed a Tactics Ogre. I mean Tactics Fantasy Tactics. So Tactics Ogre is like the precursors, the first thing before Final Fantasy Tactics. In my opinion, this is a much better game, but that's just my opinion. You should try it. I mean, it's available in everything now. I mean, you can get it on the Switch. Would highly recommend to experience this. It's an epic tale, it's an epic story, and it's got many biforking paths that you can take and go through. This is the main trio of the cast. This is, I can't remember her name. These two are brothers, brother and sister. This is their childhood friend. Drama happens. Now, this is the reason why I opened up this magazine, because this magazine had one of the most amazing artwork. Let's just zoom in. Simon Bisley's artwork here. This is for Satanica. That was commissioned by Danzig. Glenn is a well-known musician, recording artist, who decided to start making comics, and I think he published a few Japanese. This man published a few Japanese manga under his Verotic comic book line, and the whole interview just goes on like how he went to talk to Frank Farzetta. Frank Farzetta licensed the Death Dealer. This is like a well-known Farzetta painting from the 90s, and this is a really bad reproduction of it, but in the whole thing is that he got Simon Bisley to come in, and Simon Bisley kind of was like the guy at that stage. Everybody wanted to have him. We're talking about Image Comics, DC. He was doing a run of covers for DC Comics, for Doom Patrol, and alongside he was doing these other covers and works for Heavy Metal Magazine and for Glenn Danzig and his Verotic line. Kevin Eastman was hiring him to do what do you call it, the Heavy Metal film part 2 that they were doing, the animated film. And he was the character conceptual artist, and they were sort of saying that Simon was sort of like on the phone with Farzetta because he was gonna like adapt some of the illustrations into his own flavor. Gonna do covers for Jaguar, God, and all these other characters. Farzetta did also the illustration for Satanica. He did a pencil drawing. That's this character here. I think this is Peter Chan, I'm not too sure. Maybe the artist that worked on for Eon Flux. So this is all cool stuff here. All in this article. I was already aware of Simon Bisley by that stage, but you can sort of see that the man was. I mean, the man is like an amazing illustrator. Simon Bisley is the best, or one of the best, and a very similar, familiar cover palette, like what would a Richard Corbin would have had. So this magazine to me was like, wow, like I can't believe they got everything that I love, and it's what I talk about in the channel now. Yeah, comics, art comics, and video games, you know, all in the same, you know, encapsulating everything. We got a little bit of anime here as well. Oh wow, that's Shin Megami Tensei. The animated series. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's, like I didn't know what this was. I didn't even know how to pronounce that was back then in the day. So this is the anime of Megaten, right? So I gotta check this out and talk about it. If you ever have time, track this movie. This is good. And obviously Ghost in the Shell, without saying, but I'm gonna have to talk about Ghost in the Shell in a total separate video one day. Virtual Fighter, the animated series. Well, there you go, everybody. There it is. The Virtual Boy. What a mess. What a mess. And the Ultra 64, what do you know? Yeah, you can get all of these games and what do you call it? A Ninja Scroll. You can get Reach Race and Ninja Scroll on a PlayStation for $400. Hey, yeah, that's not a bad deal. Oh, they got toys too. All right, there it is. Time capsule from the past for 1996 or 95, whatever this year with this magazine was. Gamefan, what a great magazine back then. Okay, so there it is. Thank you so much for your time. Leave a comment. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. Have a lovely night. Bye.